Hello there everybody, Sam's Trains here and welcome back to the railway and welcome to a bit of a bonus video. I don't normally make videos on Thursdays, but something very big has happened in this industry and it's so interesting I've had to come on and do a small video about it. So Heljan has been acquired by Accurascale. Accurascale have bought Heljan. Old Heljan is no more and is being reborn. You can describe it whatever way you want, but Accurascale now owns Heljan. And it is very interesting. I've had a few chats with some of the people involved. I think I get it and I want to talk about it today. So when you say Heljan has been bought by Accurascale or whatever, what does that sound like? That sounds like Heljan's gone bust. It sounds like they've run out of money, they have failed as a business and Accurascale have had to buy them. From what I understand, that is actually not the case. This was not a decision made in desperation. This is something that was a strategic decision. Apparently Heljan did not run out of money, but there was a big problem with Heljan, and it's a problem that I've come across many times in my reviews. And I'm going to be honest here, because I always am, their models are not that good. Most of the time, not all of the time, but most of the time, their models are pretty poor compared with some of the other manufacturers. And yet the asking prices were ridiculous. Take that Class 47 from my last review, for example. £250 as the RRP. It's an absolute joke. And the price was a big part of this, of course, because if these slightly inferior models were cheap, like the same price as Hornby Railroad models or something, then there wouldn't be a problem with them. It was because they were so expensive like this that there was a problem. And this was a problem because customers aren't stupid, they knew this, and customers were not buying Heljan models. Or rather, they were not buying Heljan models until the discounts came. And this is a big thing with Heljan. Most of the stuff gets discounted massively at the retailers. And this is a problem because, as we've talked about before on this channel with other brands, I'm sure it's happening to Bachmann as well, this trains customers to wait. It trains customers that if you buy this brand new tooled model at its full price or 10% off, you're a fool, because in 6 months' time, a year's time, it's going to be 40% off, 50% off, sometimes even 60% off with Heljan. Why would you pay these high prices? And so if you think about it, this has a real domino effect, doesn't it? First of all, the retailer, if they're having to discount things that heavily, they're not making the money anymore. They're giving up their margins to sell that model at a lower price. And so what does the retailer do? They order less from Heljan. This stuff isn't selling, we're having to discount it, we're not making any money, we're not going to order as much from Heljan. What does Heljan do? They end up with a load of stuff that they can't sell, so they have to let that go to trade even cheaper, and then trade can sell it even cheaper, and Heljan as a brand gets devalued and devalued and devalued, and apparently this was the problem. They could not sustain this. Plus there's this idea that retailers might have even been selling Heljan stuff at a loss to attract customers, to get customers through the door with a loss leader like Heljan, and then sell other stuff at a profit and make money that way. So this was not sustainable for Heljan apparently, and that's why this has happened. So Heljan's move to Accurascale means this: they are being withdrawn from the retailers. Now this is something I've been talking about a lot with Accurascale. They are moving away from retailers. They want to sell direct to the customer, and that is going to be Heljan now. So they've launched a new website, heljan.com, and as far as I can tell, this is the only place where you can buy Heljan stuff now. A lot of Heljan stuff is on here. There's going to be more to come. Heljan is going to become Accurascale exclusive from now on. Now, this is unbelievable news. This is massive news, and we'll get into some examples later on. But what does it mean? It means retailers will not be stocking Heljan anymore. It means no retailers are going to be making any profits from Heljan. That's scary. If it's true that they weren't making any money from Heljan stuff in the first place, then maybe it doesn't matter. But I'd love to hear from retailers on that point. Is that true? I kind of don't believe that they were making nothing, but it seems true that if discounting like this was common, which it was, we've all seen it, then maybe retailers were not making that much money from Heljan anyway, but maybe that's an excuse. And the other thing is that pre-orders are going to be cancelled. So if you had anything Heljan pre-ordered at the retailers, that is going to be cancelled. And that is a bit questionable, isn't it? Because if it's pre-ordered, the customer's already agreed to pay the full price, the retailer would be making some money on that, and yet even that is being taken away from them. So that's a big loss for the retailers, no way to sugarcoat that. And of course, as customers, we're now going to have to replace our pre-orders, which is a bit inconvenient. But with Heljan now being sold direct to the customer, with the retailers cut out of the bargain, the prices are going to be much, much less. Which from a customer's point of view, and I'm sorry to the retailers, I love the retailers, I think they deserve support, I've said this 1,000 times, but from a customer's point of view, there is absolutely no point in, let's look at this warship, for example, in trying to charge customers £186 for this model, when we all know full well that in a few months' time, maybe a year, it's going to be cheaper. And quite frankly, if Heljan are having to sell this at a loss, if the retailers are making a loss selling it as well, then who is winning here apart from the customer? By cutting out the retailer, they reckon they can make a profit, and the customer wins as well because they also get a good price for their models. It's just a bit sad about the retailer part. But it does mean much better prices for Heljan, which is a big problem solved. Like I said earlier on, if these Heljan models were sold at Hornby Railroad prices, a lot of those issues would go away. So let's jump into this, because a lot of Heljan stuff is available on heljan.com now, and the new prices are incredible. So we've got the diabolical Class 47. The previous RRP used to be £249.95. The new price is £99.98. Now, it's a dreadful model, but for £100, it's a little different, isn't it? For the same price as a Hornby Railroad diesel, all right, I can start to see that being a bit more reasonable. Take this one then, the new tooled Class 42, previous RRP, £219 was the RRP, and some of them were that price as Rails exclusives. The rest were £186 at the retailers. The new price, £149.99. This is a new tooled diesel, which hopefully will be decent. Maybe it won't be, but even if it's not, 150 quid, that's quite competitively priced now, isn't it? Then there is this. What about the U1 Garrett? Massively expensive model previously. The RRP, £399, now £274.98, including what used to be the Rails exclusive grey livery. I wonder how Rails feels about that one. Blimey, quite a few exclusives are not exclusive anymore by the looks of it. Then there's the Heljan Tango. The old price was £219 as an RRP, too much money for what it was. It was reduced to £140 at the retailers. The new price to customers is £119.99. 009, look at this, the L&B 262, £99.99, a fraction of its old price. The same things happened with TT. Obviously Heljan had a couple of TT locos announced. They couldn't compete with Hornby. The prices were way too high. I've said this before and the TT fans jumped on me for it. No, they're not too expensive. They were too expensive. The old 122 bubble car price was £199.99 or £169.99 as a non-exclusive. Like I say, too much. New price, £124.98. And this again includes the Rails exclusive models. At last, these seem like reasonably priced models now. Tiny little models. This is at least in line with Hornby's pricing, if not quite a bit better. It's compelling, isn't it? And then the craziest thing of all is the O-gauge range. There's all sorts, so check out this website if you're interested. But just as a few examples, the Class 45 used to have an RRP of £669, reduced to £534.95 at the retailers. It's now £250 to £300, depending on whether you're getting them numbered or unnumbered, whatever. It's a fraction of the old price. It's better than half of the old RRP. Can't argue with it, can you? Look at the Class 25 on here as well. This was a farcically expensive model. Now, $299.99, and all of the O-gauge diesels are kind of in that price bracket. That's unbelievable. That is sort of DAPO prices and beyond. Or what's the opposite of beyond? Below, I don't know. So what do they say they're going to do to these models? Like I say, some of them are still kind of rubbish. Well, some of them are going to be retired, apparently, once they've sold out. I think the Class 47's on the chopping block, hopefully. Don't think there's any saving that. Some of them are going to be improved, and there have been hints that these are going to become part of the Accurascale range, so that's pretty good. Others that aren't going to be improved are apparently going to be sold off at Hornby Railroad prices, which is really important, isn't it? Because while a lot of Heljan models aren't great, a lot of them are better than the Hornby Railroad stuff. I mean, they've got all-wheel drive in many cases, slightly better mechanisms, they tend to be heavier, they do tend to have more detail. If they're at Hornby Railroad prices or thereabouts, you know, 100 to 120 pounds, these models could suddenly become a lot more valuable as beginner models. So I've got a lot of thoughts about this. The prices are what make this. If these were going to be sold exclusively at the same prices as before, I would just say the retailers are getting screwed here. The prices are still ridiculous. This is a bad move. But because as customers, we're going to be getting such good prices here, I'm kind of on board with this. Now, I feel for the retailers, I really do, and I'd love to hear from them. So if you are a retailer, were you making a lot of money from Heljan before, or does this make no difference to you? I don't know. I want to sort of hear both sides of it. But yeah, what do you think? Are you sad to see Heljan leave the retailers? Or are you pleased to see them in this new reborn state? And the question is, could Heljan have survived in their old form? It sounds like maybe not. I don't know how long you can lose money on sales by having to discount them 60-odd% before you have to chuck in the towel. So I don't know. But either way, this is fascinating. I did not see it coming. I saw that there was going to be an Accurascale announcement. I thought, oh, what new loco is it this time? I never thought that they would be turning the entire industry on its head like this, but that's exactly what they've done. So Accurascale have now doubled in size, I guess, in terms of their range. Apparently they are now, I think, the second biggest manufacturer in the UK behind Hornby. Unbelievable. So I'm really curious to see what happens next. I'm really curious to see how some of the existing models are going to be changed and updated and improved. And I'm really curious to see which ones are going to be fixed and which ones are going to be reduced to bargain basement railroad prices. So yeah, just a quick video, more details to follow, I'm sure, but I wanted to get that off my chest. I wanted to talk about it. It is interesting, it is divisive. Some people are going to be for this, some people are going to be against it. Some people are going to be rubbing their hands at being able to get these models cheap. Others are going to be kind of mourning the losses at the retailers. But what do you think? Comment down below, let me know. I will leave this one here. I'll see you on Saturday with hopefully another interesting video. Quite an interesting one, actually. I'll catch you on the next one. Cheers, everybody.